In this video, we will review how to use the Adult Credential Risk Management Compliance Tracker. The Compliance Tracker is a transformation spreadsheet that takes the information from a report in Sports Connect and makes it into a really neat color-coded spreadsheet that shows who is cleared to coach and who is missing what. You'll only need to set up this tracker once, and it should take about 5 minutes. That's what we'll be doing in this video today. So, how does it work? As I mentioned, it uses the most comprehensive report we have in Sports Connect to track requirement completion, called the Admin Credentials Dynamic Certificate Report. So, when one of your participants completes one of the requirements, this report updates. That means that you will need to regenerate the Admin Credentials report to produce up-to-date registration data to put into your tracker each time you want to use it. Again, today we're just going to focus on setting up the tracker, but please do refer to step number 5, numbers 13 through 15 in the written instructions for more information on actually running the tracker. Before we really dive in, a few considerations. First, these instructions are for PC users only. Unfortunately, at this time, instructions are not available for our Mac user friends. Your version of Excel needs to support Power Queries. And lastly, if you plan to post this publicly for your participants, make sure to remove the email address column. First, you will need to download the necessary documents. You'll start by going to the Mass Youth Soccer website, and underneath the Resources dropdown, select the Risk Manager Information webpage. Scroll down on this webpage to the Risk Manager Support Resources and Email Templates dropdown. Here you will find the Adult Credential Tracker Excel file. Click on that to download it. Next, you'll create a folder on your computer dedicated to these files only. For example, creating a folder in your Documents folder titled Adult Credential Tracker is a great place to store these files. Regardless of where you choose to save these files, you need to know the exact file path and folder path for future steps. The next step is to download the Admin Credentials Dynamic Certificate Data Report. So you will log into Sports Connect and hover over the Reports dropdown, click on Counts Reports. For your club, you will either select your league name or your organization name. Your program will be your organization name, and the report type you are looking for the Admin Credentials Dynamic Certificate Data. Click Generate Report. Your report should open in a new tab. And to download this data as an Excel document, you'll come over to the Select a Format dropdown and click Excel. Then click Export. When your file opens, you will likely be prompted to enable editing. So you'll click that, and then you're going to want to save this document in that special folder that you created at the very beginning. So for us, that was in My Documents, the Adult Credential Tracker folder. So I'm going to rename this file Admin Credentials Status Dynamic, my club name, and the season, and then click Save. Once you've saved this spreadsheet in the folder, you can close out of it. And we're actually going to go back into My Documents, the Adult Credential Tracker folder, and we're going to copy the file location of the spreadsheet that you just saved. To do that, you're going to right-click on the document title, and on my computer it says Copy as Path, so I'm going to click on that, and next you'll open up the Adult Credential Tracker spreadsheet. In column B, you will either right-click and paste, or you can Control-V, then click Save. And here comes the fun part. Click on the Data tab and click on Refresh All. This might take a few moments depending on how much data you have. And if all goes well, you will see all of the coaches who have registered with your organization for the current soccer playing year. In column K, you will see a beautifully color-coded list of the folks who are eligible to participate. They will be highlighted in green and say yes, and the folks who are not yet eligible to participate are highlighted in red and it says no. And for those folks who are not currently eligible to coach, you can look to the columns to the left, columns G, H, I, and J to see exactly where these people stand with the specific requirements. Instructions on how to update the tracker are located on the Mass Youth Soccer webpage, again on the Risk Manager Information webpage, which can be accessed under the Resources dropdown. The instructions are located in the Risk Manager Support Resources and Email Templates dropdown under the Adult Credential Tracker section.